Here's a look at a recap of your markets on this Tuesday, the 29th day of April. Not only have the auctions around the state this week been big in volume, but they've been big in price as well, just absolutely shattering the all-time high records that we had seen previously. Taking a look at a couple of the indexes, the Missouri Stocker formula, based roughly on a 550-pound steer through the auction barns, 383.29. The CME Feeder Cattle Index, based on an 800-pound steer up through the 12-state feeding region, 395.14. Both of those all-time record highs. Taking a look at some of the auction barns today. With the auctions being as large as they are, most of these sales still underway, but we did pick out a few stick-out sales, and they're quite impressive from the early parts of the auctions today. Starting off in far southeast Missouri, SEMO livestock sales in Jackson. They sold 11 head, 324-pound heifers at $475. 18 head of 481-pound steers at $422. At Ozarks Regional Stockyards in West Plains, they had 21 head, 555-pound steers at $406. A full load of 862-pound steers at Ozarks Regional Stockyards at $280.50. Lawley Brothers Livestock Market in Macon, it was heifer day there. They had 5 full loads of heifers from 709 to 729 pounds, sell at $311.75. Another full load, 75 head of 700-pound smooth heifers at $314.75. Kingsville Livestock Auction, they sold 73 head of 526-pound steers at $422. 140 head of 723-pound heifers, $317. Unionville Livestock Market, they had those 5 loads of Rockin' R steers from 853 to 868 pounds, sell from $312 to $330. The top load, 63 head, 866 pounds at $330. 64 head and 910-pound steers, $308.60. Box beef cutout values choice sharply higher for the day, up $5.49, $348.26. Select down $1.30, $323.82. Volume 108 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The choice select spread, $24.44. Negotiated feedlot trade, really not a whole lot so far this week. There was some sales in Iowa. Total this week in all the feeding areas, 1,500 head, 862 head in Iowa today. Most of these were mixed steers and heifers dressed at $350. That's a full $8 higher than the top in Iowa last week. Taking a look at the futures markets, April live cattle, 216.35 up 70, June at 210.20 up 60, August 205.67 up 35. Feeder cattle, May 294.02 up 222, August 296.90 up 195, September 295.60 up 152. Lean hogs for May, 92.55 down 40, June at 99.45 down 155, July 99.60 down 162. Taking a look at the grain markets, soybeans for the day, 9 to 21 lower at the elevators around the state. Wheat was stayed to 10 lower and corn 15 lower. Corn bids in the St. Louis region, 482. Kansas City 420 to 470. Soybean bids, St. Louis 1066. Kansas City 986 to 1051. And wheat bids, St. Louis 505 to 515. Kansas City 495. On the board of trade, corn contracts May down 15, 460.5. July at 470.25 down 13. September 434.75 down 6.75. Soybeans for May 1041 down 11. July 1052.75 down 9.75. August at 1046.25 down 8.25. Wheat for May down 9.75, 505.75. July at 525.5 down 5.5. September at 540.5 down 5.5. Soybean meal for May up $3.50 a ton at $290.50. Soybean oil for May down $1.06 a hundredweight at $48.85. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Tuesday. This is Tony Hancock.